Welcome to sparklebritts, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights, and demand accountability.
A tense confrontation between citizens and police broke out on the street when a series of police officers appeared to handle a controversial traffic obstruction case. The driver repeatedly questioned the reason for stopping the car, accusing the police car or the civilian of illegally parking, even demanding that the police make a record of their own colleagues. The atmosphere became dramatic as the reasons changed continuously, sometimes talking about cars parked on the giveaway line, sometimes turning to arguing about authority, even bringing up traffic laws and special regulations to counter. The police tried to stay calm, explaining that the car was on duty and had been granted special permission, but the people kept filming, demanding the badge number of each police officer, threatening to complain to their superiors. The argument about whether the road markings had been erased or not, or the driver's assertion that all police actions were illegal became absurd. Who was right? How will the police deal with this pressure and constant questioning?
The phone to Police Scotland 101 because he's refusing to move.
Right, if you can give me a second.
Okay.
Do you want to hang up on the 101 call just now?
Aye, could you give me your calling number and I can...
Yeah.
Hi, lady.
You're with
still there?
506.
Hello? Aye. Right, aye, 506. Right, well look sir, I'm still on the phone to Police Scotland. That's a giveaway sign and I'm videoing that. And it's giveaway lines. Right. He's not allowed to park, he's a civilian and he's causing an obstruction, and so are you there as well. And so you're parked on the pavement. So what's the problem?
We've actually got our blue lights on, we're in an emergency incident, because that's what we've been passed.
How's that an emergency?
Because that's what we've been passed. Now, can I just get you just have a wee seat in your vehicle? We'll come and speak to you and we can get both sides of the story, is that alright?
Well, there's no sides of the story. Under road traffic laws, I've spoken to Sergeant Perry for professional standards last week, right, and he's causing an obstruction. Oh, so you know my name?
I do. I remember you from when I worked in Eastlow then.
Right, and what would that be? Would you be at my house about speeding vehicles?
I think I've been at your house once
okay.
before about speeding vehicle, yeah.
Aye, well that's still going on. That would be your bent cops telling us for 20 years that the road traffic laws didn't act outside your house.
Are you wanting to have a seat in your vehicle?
No, I didn't need to have a seat.
I'm just asking you if you would like to.
Nah, he's causing an obstruction, officer. I can't see it, and I'm videoing that clearly. And because these are police officers, you're going to need to charge him under road traffic laws. Right, now see my video last week, and because I've spoken to Sergeant Perry for professional standards, my calls are recorded, officer. Right, so why are all your police here? What was the emergency?
We've been passed that you've been shouting and acting in an aggressive manner.
I'm not shouting.
That member.
I'm being videoed here, sir.
Like I say, right, that's
Right,
why we're here.
problem.
We're here to get your side of the event and his side of the event.
Right.
What I'll do, Jack, just get your details.
Aye.
Jack Pritchard, isn't it?
Aye. So why is he causing an obstruction here, officer? Because I can't see. Right, and he's causing an obstruction.
Is this where you live?
No, it's not. No, I pulled in there, and when I came out, right, obviously he's causing an obstruction. He can't see. He's on a giveaway. Right.
Can you just confirm your date of birth again for me?
Aye, it's 15/8/63. Now I know, right, because I'm a professional driver, officer, right, under road traffic laws, he's not allowed to park on a giveaway. The vehicle that was here last week that I videoed was actually straight, right, and he moved, right, because he was causing an obstruction. So I'm going to need to get all your caller numbers and I'm going to put in a report against you. It's a council road, it's a giveaway. Is that not the road traffic law, sir? That you can't cause an obstruction?
If he has the authority.
He's not got any authority.
How do you know?
Well, who gave him authority? He's a civilian.
How do you know he's not got authority?
Well, he's telling me, and you're telling me. But he can't have authority, officer, because he's causing an obstruction. So what are you going to do about it? I'm waiting for you to charge him. Right, because you can see he's causing an obstruction here. I'm trying to get home.
Just now.
Pardon, yes.
Would you like help to get out of the junction?
No. I want you to get him moved. I want you to do your jobs as police officers and remove him. No, I want you to remove him from the T-junction. Right, are you going to charge him?
Assistance to get out of the junction just now.
No, offer assistance in getting rid of him.
Well, we need to speak to him about that. We need to check up the chain.
Right, well, what I'm going to do, right, okay.
So
right.
if we can offer you assistance in getting out, then we can
No,
deal with that.
you get him shifted. He's causing a road traffic offence, officers. Right, can you give me your caller number? 450, right, what's your other colleagues? Right.
Juliet 721.
712. Right, officers, could I have your caller numbers? Because if you're not going to move him, I'm putting a complaint in about you. Because under the road traffic laws, he's not allowed to park on a giveaway. Right, and he's causing an obstruction. No, get him shifted. Aye, could you just...
To find out what's going on.
Right, no, I'll reverse back here.
If this is just here, well, it's like next to the road, so we'll get you checked out.
Excuse me, no it's no, there's a giveaways here, and there's a giveaway sign there, officer, look. Right, look, I'm asking you to remove this vehicle. He's not a police officer, he's not got authorisation, and that's a giveaway, and that's giveaway lines, it's causing an obstruction.
We need to work out, okay, we need to work out about this road and about the authority that he's got to stand here, okay? And to do that, we can offer you assistance.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere until you move him.
He's
He's illegally videoing people, right? It states under your laws, it's for him, right, as a civilian, he's not allowed to park here. 2 is, he's not allowed to film for speeding drivers because he's parked illegally. And this is what I brought up with you before. So see everybody that you have been videoing here, not yourselves, but these guys, it's illegal. So every single person that you have charged for speeding offences should be thrown out of court. Right, now Keith Hale is an ex-traffic police officer and he deals with cases like this, right? He's an ex-traffic police officer. It's illegal for him to park here, right? He's blocking everything, right? And users obviously offered me. Now see him, he offered to come out the van and give me assistance to move, but he never came out the van.
But why would he not come out of the van?
Well, I don't know. Well, I asked him to phone the police. Now, I phoned up Police Scotland.
When he shouted up to ask for our assistance, we could hear you in the background shouting.
No,
That's
no shouting, officer.
Why he never got out of the van. So, for your
come
records, when we came over, we heard you shouting in the background. And
Did
that's
you?
potentially
Well, that's
why
on
he didn't
video.
get out of his van, because he may have been
No,
scared.
no, he
That's
told
a
me he's
potential
going to get out of his
reason.
van, officer.
Is that, are you in agreement though? That that's
No,
a potential
no, I'm
reason
not
for
in
him to go out
agreement.
the van?
No, I'm not in agreement. Right, because he's in a van and it's windy.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm partially deaf, I'm registered that I'm partially deaf. I'm not shouting at him.
Okay.
So do you want to charge me with a breach of the peace?
Well, I don't really want to do that, no. I think what the best solution here is that we can offer you assistance
No,
to get out of the
I'm
junction.
gonna
and you
I'm
can
going to
move
stop
on.
filming.
And then we can deal with this. And if there's any future
No,
speeding offences
no,
that this
yous
man
are going to
commits
need
in
to remove
court,
him.
then you can make your feelings aware through your MSP about that.
I didn't need to go to an MSP, he's bent, Ian Gray.
Right, well
Right.
that's not a conversation here.
Aye, he's corrupt, and that's what I'm going with him and the Labour Party today with outside my house. Disabled guys for 27 years outside my property, and not one of yous has charged anybody or
Well,
been
let's deal with the incident
prosecuted.
today, because I'm sure these incidents
Right,
that you've
okay,
reported
right,
have
officer.
been dealt with.
Right, I no bother. Right, I'm going to reverse my vehicle back here, and you'll be able to shift. Are you going to shift that?
Yeah, if you-
Right, okay.
Mr. Pritchard, can I just hand you this bit of paper? It's P.S. Smith, so it's a Sergeant Smith, right, that deals with everything about that. That's his contact number. If you wish to make any sort of complaint
No,
about
I've got-
this
excuse me.
vehicle,
Aye.
no, like I say, if you just listen to me for a second,
Aye.
if you want to make any complaint about that vehicle, phone that number and raise a complaint with them. If you want to make a complaint about the police, if I refer you to the Police Scotland website, and you've obviously got my caller number and my other
Aye,
three colleagues' caller numbers.
Right, okay.
If you wish to raise a complaint about us, that's not a problem. That's absolutely your right to do so.
Right,
Are
so.
you needing a hand out of this
No,
junction?
I'm reversing my car back there, and I'm waiting to see if you shift him.
He
Right,
is-
and if you didn't shift him,
He is
I'm
in an
phoning.
authorised position, which
He's-
he's got
Excuse
authority
me.
to sit there for
He's
another
causing-
45 minutes.
He's causing an obstruction. And see the vehicle that I've got last week, he's parked straight, officer. So he was causing me then an obstruction. And he moved his van.
Like I say, Mr. Pritchard, that van is not going to be moving for another 45 minutes because he has got the authority and they have cleared it with the Roads Authority Council that they can do this here. They've spoken with the people that have the cottage to see if they've got any objections to that,
Well, I'm objecting because I'm a road user.
and that's why I've given you the number to phone them.
Well, what are you going to
and
help
can
me with,
put their-
officer?
You can help move your car out. You can stop the traffic and
Excuse
let you
me,
safe.
it's illegal for him to be parked there. Nobody can give him permission to be parked obstructing traffic.
But we're telling you it's not illegal because he has got authority. That's what we're
Well, what road traffic law is that then?
well,
He's got an exemption for the purposes of doing his job, which is to try and catch speeding motorists.
But he's causing an offence because there's a giveaway sign there states that it's a giveaway, and see these, they are giveaway markings, officer.
Giveaway markings that you can see on the front door.
What's that then?
That's a single dotted line.
Right.
That's not a giveaway. A giveaway is
So
a
is that a
double.
sign then?
That is a sign.
Right.
I'm not stating that there's not a sign there, but what I'm saying is the giveaway markings have been taken off of the
What?
road.
Removed so that he can park there.
I don't know if that's been the case.
But there's a giveaway sign there.
we've given you the contact number of someone who knows all about the authority.
Like I say,
okay?
I've given you the contact number for P.S. Smith. He, and along with another person who's got the authority up to, I think it's level of a chief inspector, have granted authority for that vehicle to be here between the times that it is to carry out a road check.
Right, so see the vehicle that I videoed last week, officers?
Yep.
See if he's parked straight. Aye,
Like I
aye.
say, Jack,
Right.
stick on topic for this one today. Last week we weren't here, so I
But
don't know
I've
where
got
it
video.
was. I don't know where it was parked. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what
I've
they were saying.
reported it to Sergeant Perry for professional standards.
Right.
Right, and it's on video. Right, so and I reported that van last week to Police Scotland and given them the registration. Right, so see when I left here and I went into Asda, sir, well see that Arctic's come in and he's parked on the pavement. Right, and you know, Asda and Trent, right, so if you turn in, you've got to go left,
Yep.
right, because it's a one-way system. Well, he's parked on the zebra crossings, so see all the vehicles that I'm videoing going up the pavement, officer. Right, well that's causing, aye, but that's causing an obstruction.
It is, and
Aye,
like I
aye,
say,
right.
like I say,
Aye, no bother, your big cop vans there, your cars there in front. Okay. Well,
like I say,
exactly.
the incidents, if you've reported it to the police, then we get it looked into. And if you're unhappy
having
with
a
the
laugh?
outcome, if you're unhappy with the outcome or unhappy with how people have dealt with it, then it's your right to go to the Police Scotland website and report them officers, and then
Would
they'll
that,
look into it.
would that be like the incident where my wee disabled daughter standing on my right foot, officer, with her 2 feet, that beat my thigh and your cop shoved me back against the wall?
As far as that incident's concerned, we're dealing with
We're dealing with
Aye,
what's
okay.
happening today.
Aye, but your police officers read that out my house. That was for Frank Mulholland, the HPF. Right, okay, right, aye. Okay, right, so see, right, okay.
What we're telling you is that that van has authority to park there just now in order to catch.
Right, aye, yes.
A left, a safe passageway out, we can stop the vehicles to get
But
your
you saying
car
you need to
safely.
do that? Because he's causing an obstruction, that's why
But
you're
your
doing
car's
that.
obviously parked here just now, and you'll be
Yeah.
you're heading off
No,
just
no,
now.
hang on now. You're giving me safe passage out here and stopping the traffic because of him. Right, being parked there causing an
If
obstruction.
anyone else needs help out with this traffic, out with this junction, then we'll be happy enough to come back down and help.
That's illegal.
And just now, that van's not going to be moving, okay? That van's not going to be moving. If you've got an issue with it, now is not the time or place to deal
Aye,
with
it
it.
is. Because
So
these are
it's not-
police officers and he's causing a
You can
road
raise-
traffic
you can
offence.
raise any sort of complaint, as my colleague says, but now, standing here arguing with us, that van's not going to
It's
be
not a
moving.
case of arguing, officer. I'm trying to get you to do your job because these are
We have
police
done our job as
officers.
far as we've-
Right, so can you tell me under what law are you telling me, under road traffic laws, that he's not causing an obstruction?
You seem to know your road traffic laws.
Well,
very
you tell me. You're a police officer and I'm asking you.
exemptions. You are aware that there are exemptions.
No, there's no exemptions for anybody, officer.
There are exemptions.
Well, see
for
if
things
you
like
see
seatbelts.
with your blue light on. See if,
There are
aye.
exemptions, yeah.
No, there's no. See if you go through a red light and you smash into somebody, it's your fault. You get done with dangerous driving because you're not allowed to go through a red light.
We're trained for that.
You're trained.
This gentleman here is trained to catch windows.
Well, he can't be trained because he's got a driving licence and he's parked his van here and it's parked illegally. There's a give way sign there and there. Is that a give way line then, these dotted lights?
The signal broken up line is to mark that this is an incoming road.
No, it's not.
It is.
Away you
Give
go.
way is a double.
Right, so what's that sign there then? See that sign? Right, I'm going to shift in a minute, but can you explain the laws on the road traffic laws to do with that sign?
Richard, that sign is a giveaway sign.
Right, so he's parked on a give way then.
The road markings are different to what the sign states.
Right, officer, what I'm going to tell you, right,
Vehicle
aye,
there has
I'm
got
going to move.
authorisation from
Oh,
his boss
aye.
to park there
His
and
boss?
carry out his duties.
It's not.
You can't see left and right, so we're going to offer you assistance to get out just now, okay? So
Right.
you'd like to jump in your vehicle?
Right,
we'll-
and you're giving me assistance to get out again because he's parked illegally.
Turn it left or you turn it right?
No, I'm going right, officer, but what I'm stating is you're giving me assistance because he's parked
I
illegally.
think you made your point that you feel
Well, get him shifted then.
I think you made your point.
Look,
No, that's because of the bandit car that's coming out to deal with this incident.
aye, well, you tell me it's an emergency.
Can you jump in your car, please, and we'll help you out?
Aye,
Thank you.
major obstruction here under road traffic laws. Aye, no bother, right, I'm switching off, officers. Right, now you're stopping the traffic to let me out because he's causing an obstruction.
A video exposes the misconduct and irresponsibility of a police officer named PC Duncan in Scotland. Accusing PC Duncan of being a dirty and corrupt police officer, who deliberately fabricated the story to frame the author with an ASBO, antisocial behavior order. PC Duncan was accused of ignoring letters from parents about their children's disabilities, as well as ignoring letters from the Scottish Transport Police Chief about road safety. The officer was accused of failing to follow traffic laws, ignoring dangerous factors such as black ice on the roads and muddy, dangerous road conditions caused by local council refuse trucks. When handling the case, PC Duncan was accused of failing to take witness statements, failing to record the names of witnesses, failing to view or back up CCTV data despite promising to deal with the complaints. After promising to resolve the matter, the police left without taking further action. Continued to expose the conduct of other police officers, in particular their neglect of the author's disabled daughter at Tranent Police Station, and the obtaining of an ASBO order from the court through a judicial officer.
Morning, constables. How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Okay.
Excellent, good.
I'm videoing you for my safety and your safety.
I'm PC Duncan, I'm based down at Musselburgh Police Station.
Okay.
I'm
Are you?
Chrissy Nielsen, Musselburgh.
Right, fine, thank you. Are you going to be using the road traffic laws today outside my property, officers?
Let's discuss the problem at hand, which I believe is a bin lorry yesterday.
Yes.
Right, okay. So tell us about that, what happened yesterday?
Road conditions were really bad. It's like a building site outside, right? So videoed the road conditions, right? So they've obviously came down over the speed bump.
This was the bin lorry?
Yes, right, and obviously turned at the steading, right?
Down here?
Yes, and turned right at the steading, right? So I videoed their tracks as well, right? That's on the CCTV, right? So,
Which CCTV is this?
well, see this? Can we go outside and I'll show you? It's on the roof up there. You see that CCTV camera, constables?
Yep.
It's up there. That belongs to my ex-partner who owns this property.
Okay.
Right, she's the sole owner, right, of this property. And my ex-partner's given me permission to download the CCTV evidence, right, when we feel that there's a danger. Right, so to do with this so-called ASBO that I'm not allowed to video outside my house, right, I asked the sheriff, right, when I was at court last week, that he's going to need to show me the laws to do with that I'm not allowed to video, right, outside my house.
What I'll say
dangers.
to you, okay, entirely separate matter there. We are purely here
Right,
for a bin lorry yesterday.
okay.
I'm not going to get drawn on or discuss the ASBO, sheriff's decisions or anything like that at all.
Well, Inspector Connor did when she phoned me up and
purely want to
she was
talk about the
actually
bin lorry.
extremely rude,
Good.
telling me that I couldn't video,
Okay.
obviously outside my house.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Well, why would that be?
Well-
Because there's no laws.
Well, I don't know. That's for the
Excuse
court.
me, I've got PC, I've got a police officer
Pritchard,
in my property telling me that when I...
Can we talk
Yes.
about the bin lorry?
See when I videoed, right, Biffa Waste coming up to that speed bump there
Is this
outside
yesterday?
my house. No, this is before.
No. I am only here
Right.
for yesterday.
Well, this is part of my complaint, right, because it's a continuous pattern. Right, so what I'm stating to you, right, is PC Neil Elders came into my property.
No, Mr. Pritchard.
Hang on.
No, I won't hang on. Sorry, I'm not here to talk about
Excuse
PC
me.
Neil Elder.
If
I am
it's relevant,
only
excuse me,
here
if
to
it's
talk
relevant,
about the bin lorry.
if it's relevant to my complaints to
Can-
do with East
can-
Lothian Council,
Can
you
I
need to take
just
that.
take us back
Yes.
to we were discussing, which I think is relevant, the video camera up there.
Right.
Sole owner is your ex-partner, I believe you
Yes, that's
said.
correct.
Okay.
Right.
Do
So
you have access to that content just
yes,
now?
I do. Right.
Good.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes.
You're telling me that you're not interested about what PC
It's
Neil
it's
Elder
not
stated.
that I am not interested.
Well,
I
it's
just-
relevant.
Is it relevant to the bin lorry
Yes,
yesterday?
it is.
Okay.
Yes, because
okay.
it's a continuous pattern of harassment, officer.
No.
Yes,
no,
it
no.
is.
I am here to deal
Excuse
with
me.
a one-off
What
incident.
laws are you using today?
I'm not getting drawn on any of that, Mr. Pritchard.
So-
I want to discuss
right,
the bin lorry
okay.
yesterday, please, which is your complaint that you phoned us about.
Hang on just a second. I'm telling you that East Lothian Council's waste service vehicle videoed me with the guy's two hands on his mobile phone. Right, it's against the law, officer, and you know that. Right, no hands on the steering wheel. So does that come under dangerous driving or reckless driving?
If somebody was driving with their hands off the steering wheel,
Yes.
using a mobile phone, then of course that would.
So why was it
Absolutely, I
not
couldn't-
prosecuted then?
I don't know. Now, was this yesterday?
No.
Right. So what happened yesterday?
He's obviously came over the speed bump, right, because of the road conditions, right. What I've got here, right, is I'm giving you copies to read, right. These are some of the
No, I
guys.
don't want any of that. You're not, Mr. Pritchard. This
Excuse
is
me.
not difficult. I want to
What
talk
do you mean
about
it's
the
not
bin
difficult?
lorry yesterday.
See
I
this-
want to see.
See this lady,
I
she
want to
attends my
discuss your
property
complaint,
officer.
Mr.
She's got
Pritchard.
learning difficulties and she's
Okay.
visually impaired.
Again, that is not,
this
that
is
is
for-
not
yes, it is.
relevant to the bin lorry yesterday.
Excuse me,
sir.
these are the guys that are attending my property, so how's it not relevant? Give me your number,
Yeah, no,
officer.
that's fine.
Right, so I'm showing you a letter for Leslie Spencer, right? Hannah's completely blind in the left eye, so she's got no judgment. So Leslie Spencer's obviously written this, and this is
Can
went
I
to
ask
to Inspector Harborough and
What
Area
was the
Commander
bin
Mark
lorry
Hayden.
doing yesterday?
Driving at excessive speed, obviously, between there, the speed bumps coming in, right? Because what I'm going to state to you, officer, is I've asked you if the road traffic laws, if you're going to apply them today, right? For the reason is because you've driven in, you've seen when you can't obviously see round that corner when you approach that speed bump through that site entrance, right? So we've got 44 ton Arctics coming in here yesterday. Between this speed bump, right, it's obviously like a building site yesterday.
Your papers are blowing away with
Sorry, right? So you're telling me that that's for Leslie Spencer, right? That's Leslie's Hannah's mum.
Yeah, let's go back to so.
Right, so hang on
How
just a
fast?
now.
So your complaint
Right, so
yesterday is
see this?
speeding.
This is a download for the laws of Police Scotland, committed to making Scotland road safer. Is this any good to you, officer?
Mr. Pritchard, please could we talk about yesterday?
It states about
Mr. Pritchard,
inappropriate
can we talk
driving.
about yesterday, please?
Yes, but I'm showing you laws,
So what
officer.
was the bin lorry doing?
Well, when we've got chaps that are coming in and driving in a safe manner, so see the 10 mile an hour signs that you pass
Yes.
coming up, right? They've got a red circle around them and they've got a speed limit in them.
Yes.
Right, so you're going to need to look at the highway code, officer, right? Because it states quite clearly that when there's a red circle and there's a speed limit sign in it, right, that's law. Right, Mr. Stevens owns this road, it's a private road, he's stuck the signs up, right? So under the highway code, because it's single track and there's no walkways, it's 5 mile an hour.
Right, well, again, I'm not going to be drawn on that.
Well,
How
excuse me,
fast was
that's
this? What was the bin lorry doing yesterday?
He was putting us in a state of fear and alarm because of the road conditions. So I'm showing you,
So he wasn't speeding per se?
not safely, yes, he was putting us in a state of fear and alarm on the way that he was driving, because I've explained to you, there was 44 ton Arctics coming in and out of here yesterday. So you've driven up here, right, in your police van here, right, and you've seen that you can't see anything coming out that site entrance, sir, right? So if we've got 44 ton vehicles and other vehicles coming to this property, and that chap, obviously in the bin lorry, can't see, then he's
So he wasn't speeding?
Well, what do you mean he wasn't speeding?
Well, because
Well,
I
he's going
thought
up-
your initial complaint
yes,
was
he's going up-
he
he's
was
go- he's
speeding.
going up- he's going
Because
above-
when I came down, I have to say, yeah, a fine speed, and then it was fine. It was absolutely fine in terms of visibility.
What do you mean a fine speed? Come on then, officers, let's go. Come on. It's a single track road here, right? So you've told me that there's clear visibility. Is that what you just stated to me on video?
We're not going to state anything. We're trying to establish yesterday's circumstances.
Well, officers, can you come here? Because you've driven in this big police van here, right? And see this video. See if you look through there. That's a site entrance round there, officer. Can you see through that video? Can you see through that site entrance, officer?
Yeah, I can. I can see through the road, and as you proceed around there, you can see through. That's
Where?
actually not a problem at all.
I'd call you a liar, officer.
Oh well, thanks for that.
Right, well, I'm videoing you. Officer,
Right.
can you see round that site entrance through that site
Mr.
gate?
Pritchard, what is the nature of your complaint for yesterday, so I can try and understand
Sections 126, 127 and actually the Road Traffic Act, right, and harassment as well,
that?
because
Harassment of...
them driving constantly past my house, East Lothian Council Waste Service vehicles, because they're not allowed to. We've received a letter, right, East Lothian Council have refused to come down past that T-junction up there, officer.
Right.
They've let them out to us.
So do you have to take your bins up there?
No, because I'm disabled.
Right. So
Right.
how do you get your bins collected?
I've actually got to drive down to the dump myself, so
Oh,
I'd
okay.
find that they're breaching my rights in that, actually, as well.
Well, that'll have to be a matter for them.
Yeah, so yet again, you're telling me it's no relevant today with the Biffa waste driver. It's subcontractor to East Lothian Council, holding his phone like me, but his two hands not on the steering wheel, driving forward, right, when I'm videoing him in my garden.
But you
So
said this
that's-
wasn't yesterday.
No, but then obviously we've got the other lorry drivers
only hearing
hammering
about-
past.
I'm only hearing
We've
about
got them
yesterday.
not stopping at the T-junction up there and just about wiping young children out. So this is obviously relevant to my complaints.
Well, no, because I'm hearing about yesterday and yesterday alone, and I'm struggling to work. I'm sorry, but I'm struggling to work out what the
Well,
complaint is. 'Cause
I'm struggling to believe that you're telling me you can see round that site entrance.
established that
Can
you
you
weren't
see
on your
round there,
phone.
officer?
And the speeding wasn't an issue yesterday.
Can you see round that site entrance gate? Because I can't, and I'm videoing it. And I'm calling this officer here a liar, because he's telling me that he can see.
Right.
So how can you see if there's a 44-ton Arctic or a speeding vehicle coming out that site entrance round there, officer?
Right. What is the nature of the complaint yesterday? I'm not
This
getting
road is like a complete mud bath yesterday. Right, which I've got on video, so can we take... Well, we'll just walk round there, officer.
Mr. Pritchard, so what is it you're complaining about yesterday?
I'm complaining about sections 126, 127 and Act 3, the Road Traffic Act, officer. And that Act states that, well, look, I'm outside my gate, officer, and there must be something wrong with your eyes here, right? Because look, I'm videoing you, and I can't see that gateway. So you're telling me, Faye, away back there, that you can?
You can quite clearly see the gateway through there. Standing here,
Standing
which you would be driving, I think, I'm comfortable that you can quite clearly see that gateway.
You're comfortable. So can you see from back there?
As you come right, well, you obviously can't see from back there. but
No,
as
can you
come
see
round-
through that speed bump?
Yeah, you probably could, especially if you're
Come
in a
on,
vehicle
officer.
that's high.
Let's go and walk here. Right, because I need to call you a liar again.
Okay.
Right, and see that van that just went past that T-junction up there, officer? I want to come while your police are telling us it's a sweeping bend. Right, come on then.
I feel...
The man repeatedly asked the police to keep a distance of 2 meters, emphasizing personal rights and safety during the pandemic. However, the group of police continued to approach, creating a feeling of being surrounded and causing him to repeatedly question, "Why are you surrounding me? What crime have I committed?" Initially, it was just a routine check, but then suddenly changed to a Section 60 check because of suspicion of carrying weapons, even though there were no obvious signs of a crime. The man reacted strongly, repeatedly reiterating his right to remain silent, not to disclose personal information until he had committed a crime, and at the same time accusing the police of overdoing it, putting pressure and even abusing power. He asked to be recorded, to hold his phone, and demanded that the police show his name and badge number, but received evasive, roundabout answers. The climax is a fierce verbal argument, with sarcastic and critical comments directed at the police. "Do you see how silly you are? There are real criminals out there, why are you standing here?" The entire video is a never-ending series of debates, exposing contradictions, lack of cooperation, and even loopholes in law enforcement. Who is abusing power? Who really understands the law? Don't miss it, because every minute can turn unexpectedly.
You're out and about for any particular reason?
Mate, please, unless there's a crime.
It's just-
Listen.
Yeah,
Unless
go
there's a crime, please don't surround me.
We're not trying.
Yeah. So,
We're not trying to.
yeah, 2 meters. 2 meters, mate.
That's about 2 meters.
Give me 2. Can I have 2 meters?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
give
I'll
me
give
2
you 2
meters.
meters. My colleague said we just want to have a chat with you.
Yeah, so give me 2 meters. Social distancing, big man. What on?
No,
I'm not going. No, I don't care.
We need to do our job. So don't
Do your jobs. I need 2 meters. I need 2 meters.
we can't do our job 2 metres away. Okay, you need to listen to my colleagues, please.
That's not a problem. Give me 2 meters.
No.
Go on.
Okay, we'll start this again.
Mate, can I have 2 meters? You're standing right in front of me. I need 2 meters.
Right, that'll make you happy, sir.
Thank you. Can I have 2 meters, please?
That's great.
Look, if you want me to put this on the bricks, there you go. Can I have 2 meters, please? Thank you. And can you not surround? Why are you surrounding me? Why are you lot surrounding me? I've just been stood here. You lot are surrounding me for what reason?
You're making this longer.
I'm not making it longer. For what reason? What are we talking about? What's the problem?
My colleague has stopped and she simply asked,
Yeah.
you know, we're doing a stop and account if you like, okay?
Are you stopping everybody? Are you stopping everyone?
You know, what
I don't
brings
need to
you
give you a reason for chilling here.
here? Sorry?
I don't need to give you a reason for being here.
Okay. Given the current circumstances of the COVID-19, I would
Yeah.
argue otherwise.
I don't need to give you a reason for being here. So unless
Well,
I've
you're
committed
just
an
out here doing
offence,
nothing.
unless
Even
I've
with-
committed an offence, please leave me alone.
Okay, so even with COVID-19 in place, you think
Unless
that's a
I've
good
committed an
enough
offence,
answer?
big man, please leave me alone. Have I
Why
committed
you
an
being-
offence?
Sir.
Have I committed an offence?
Sir,
No? Have I committed an offence? No? Have I committed an offence?
Well, he's trying to investigate.
Have I committed an offence? Yes or no? What have you witnessed that I've committed?
He's trying to
You
investigate.
drove past me. I was sitting on my bike.
Yeah.
You've done a spin. I don't know what you was expecting me to run or whatever. I'm talking. Done a spin, expecting me to run. Now you're surrounding me. For what reason? So unless I've committed an offence, you're not intimidating me. I beg you, come away from me.
Okay, sir. Given what's in place at the moment with COVID-19,
Yeah.
okay, I've just asked you, where you've been, what you're doing here.
I don't have to give, unless I've committed an offence, I don't need to answer none of your questions. I haven't committed an offence.
Are you going shopping?
It's none
Are
of
you
your
having
business.
exercise?
It's none of your business.
Why do you have to be so obstructive?
Because it's none of your business.
simple question.
I was standing here and you lot are surrounding me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did you see me commit an offence? Yes or no?
Well, he's
So can you justify why you lot are surrounding me? You can't justify that. So I beg you, please, unless there's an offence, leave me alone.
You asked us to give us
Leave me alone.
some distance.
I'm not giving you no answers because I don't owe you no answers. So please leave me alone.
Is there any reason why you're being so
Leave me
obstructive?
alone. Leave me alone. Unless I've committed an offence, please leave me alone. You lot are surrounding me. I'm starting to feel intimidated.
Whereabouts you from, sir?
None of your damn business.
Right, where are you going?
None of your business.
Okay, well, we've got section 60 and you're in NW1, so we're going to search you under section 60.
For
do you
what offence?
understand
For
that,
what offence? Just explain that, because this is being recorded. For what offence? You're searching me for what?
Right. So section 6.
No, I'm talking to the officer that said he's going to search me. You're searching me for weapons because of what reason? I was standing here on the corner.
Okay,
Now
listen
all
to
of
my
a sudden you're
colleague and
searching me for
he'll explain
weapons.
further. Listen to my colleague.
Go on.
A section 6 has been put in place, okay, by
Okay.
the inspector. They've had the spate of robberies in this area.
Okay.
Okay, they've also had a number of seizures of bladed articles from people.
Okay.
So for that reason, section 6 has been put in place.
Okay, bearing in mind that when you stopped me earlier, you said, okay, go on.
Stop and search people.
Okay, bearing in mind, I have all of this on video. When you stopped me earlier, you was just wondering what I was doing here. Now all of a sudden, I'm being stopped for what?
Section 60.
Because you won't explain who you are.
Because
what
I don't
you're
have
doing.
to. I know my rights.
Okay,
I don't have
we've got
to.
section
Look,
16,
there's
so
people
we're
there.
going to
There's
search
people
you.
there. There's people there. I'm on an Uber bike.
Sir,
I'm on an Uber bike.
Okay, you're going to be searched. All right. I'll ask that you just cooperate with us.
No problem.
All right. Okay.
I'm allowed my phone. I'm allowed my
And
phone.
not whilst you're being searched.
Yes, I am allowed my phone. I'm not allowed my phone while being searched. Unless I've committed an offence, you cannot take my phone. So I'm allowed to hold my phone.
Take your rucksack off, we can search your rucksack.
No problem.
Thank you. Cheers. Definitely.
Explain who you are.
Sorry?
Explain to him who you are.
Yeah, of course. No, of course. Okay. I'm PC Munu, attached to Ealing Police Station. Okay. Do you have anything on yourself that may hurt me or you?
I do not.
Okay.
Does someone got hands available? Just hold on to that for me.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Like a copy, just give me a copy. Give me a copy right now.
Definitely to raise
Can I have
your
my
voice,
bag, please?
Yes.
Yeah, can I have a copy? Can I have a copy?
Apply at the police station within 3 months.
What's your name and badge number, please?
Mine, Sergeant Rooney,
And your badge number?
392.
With what unit?
My badge number is 392
With
for
what
Whiskey
unit?
Outfit.
With what unit?
I work at Southall Police Station.
What's your name and badge number, please?
3461 Whiskey
Right,
what's your
Alpha.
name?
Attached to I
What's your
told you
name?
this already.
What's your name, please?
3461.
What's your name,
Whiskey
please,
Alpha.
officer?
It's right there on my
what
name
unit?
tag. You can see it.
With what unit,
I
big man?
explained all
With
of
what-
this to you
look
previously.
how stupid
Okay,
you look.
okay.
With what unit?
Right.
Okay, I've got yours. What's your name and badge number,
Right,
please?
excuse me.
I'm under
Excuse
arrest. Please
me.
don't touch me. Please don't
Okay,
touch me.
don't walk
Please
towards
don't
me
touch
then.
me. Please
Right,
don't touch
we're
me. Please don't
finished,
touch
we're
me.
going, so we
Please
don't
don't touch
cause
me. Can I have your name and badge
conversation.
number, please? Can I have your name and badge number, please? Are you refusing? Yeah. Oh, what's your name, please? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
I've written all the information.
What's your
down
name?
that the officer was
What's your
gonna
name,
provide.
officer?
Would
You
you like
civil
it?
servant. What's your name?
I've been off.
What's your name?
I've been helpful.
What's your name? Are you refusing your name? What's your name and badge number, please?
PC Walker 3224.
Your name?
PC Walker.
All of you, look at you, dumb as fuck. Get in your car, man. You feel silly. Shh. Shh. When there's people out here shanking people and stabbing people, look how stupid you lot look. You lot look stupid as fuck. Stupid as fuck, especially that old little cunt that jumped in the back. How dumb do you feel? Dumb pieces of shit.
A resident steadfastly refused to cooperate with the TV licensing inspector, repeatedly emphasizing his right to privacy and the right to film on his own property. The reasons for the inspection varied from verifying a license to suspected use of an unlicensed service. Meanwhile, the resident kept questioning and turning the tables, demanding that the inspector prove his identity and purpose. The atmosphere became tense as both sides maintained their stance, with the resident even suspecting that the officer was collecting money on behalf of the BBC, and asserting that no one is legally obliged to let them into their home.
To use that film for...
I don't need your permission to film this.
No, you don't need my permission.
You're actually on our property, so... And I just want to keep a record that everything's above board and you're operating within the law. That's all, because we just get stories of yourselves like acting outside of the law, so...
Okay,
that's all.
All I was trying to do was explain to the lady here that I was merely asking to confirm what she's saying, that there isn't a television, or that she's not watching live television in this house.
Right.
She's clearly not happy to not happy to allow me to do that.
Right.
So
okay, but that is her actual... That's her prerogative, actually. She's not required by law to let you in to view. No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying to her that it's in her best interests to cooperate, or we're going to keep coming back.
But it's not.
No. I've cooperated with you people already.
Yeah.
So I don't see why I have to keep going through this process just because I haven't informed you.
To be honest, mate,
on my change of address.
Just because that's how the system works.
I don't care about the system. The system's corrupt. Just like you've got paedophiles working for your company. You know what I mean? The BBC. So why should we fund that?
Yeah. You are actually collecting on behalf of the BBC, aren't you?
That funds
so, therefore, we have nothing to do with the media, because the media, a lot of the time, in the news, they just misreport things. So the TV to us is a waste of time, and it's full of advertisements.
Very off topic, but Mr. and Mrs. will bid you goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hang on a minute before you go. Just come back a minute, please. You want proof that I'm not watching telly, don't you? I'm going to let you in.
Are you?
And then if you come back on my property again, I'll phone the police and I'll have you arrested, right?
Okay, so you now want to let me in...
Just to prove to you, because I'm not having you coming back again. Come back again, step through the gate, and I'll have you arrested.
Okay. See, at the moment, I'm not actually happy to enter your property. Because...
Well, we've got that on there. I'm now asking you in to check my TV, right? You're refusing, so don't come in my property again, because if you do, I'll phone the police and I'll have you arrested.
Somebody else will come back to your property.
Then tell them, right, under the Public Order Act, you're denied access.
Yeah, you will be...
You're working by common law now, not the laws that's been made up with you people or the government.
Okay,
as long as we serve those three...
Can I just reiterate that I'm not giving your permission to share that film with anyone else.
We don't need your permission.
We don't need your permission.
Yes, you do.
You are on our property. You have told us, but you have nothing to hide, do you?
Invasion of my privacy
Sir.
as well. Keep coming harassing me.
Sir, you have nothing to hide.
A tense and dramatic confrontation between a homeowner and a stranger who refuses to leave the garden, despite repeated requests. The homeowner repeatedly asserts his right to privacy, accuses the other person of trespassing and causing a nuisance, and even threatens to call the police and post the incident on YouTube to expose the idiot behavior. The absurd thing is that despite being reminded, the stranger still stands there, making up vague excuses about looking for someone, checking the rental contract, but cannot provide any solid evidence. The homeowner mentions that he was threatened to break down the door, warned about vicious dogs, and expressed his frustration at being disturbed to the point of affecting his mental health. The reasons given by the stranger, along with his stubborn and uncooperative attitude, make the argument so fierce and unreasonable that it is hard to believe. The homeowner is both angry and persistent in defending his rights, while the stranger still sticks around, as if testing everyone's patience.
Can you get off the garden, please? I've asked you how many times to get off the garden. He doesn't live here.
I've got a warrant of arrest for someone.
Yeah, and he doesn't live here, I'm sorry, so you're going to have to get off the garden.
You're telling me he doesn't live here?
No, he doesn't, so you're going to have to get off the garden. You're trespassing, that's not down for me to tell you. I'm not the person you're after, so can you please go away?
Well, you need to prove that you're not the person I'm
No, I don't. I don't.
Well, I think you may be.
No. I'm sorry. Ta-ra, you're going to have to go. You're winding the dogs up now. You're winding the dogs up. No, you can't. I've asked you how many times to go away. You're causing me harassment.
Come back again.
Nope. I'm going to have to ask you to leave again. Can you go away, please, and get off the garden?
No, because I need some more
No,
information.
you can't get off the garden. I'll stay here all day then, record you, stick you on YouTube for being a prat.
I'm getting paid for it.
I'm getting paid either way sitting here, so it don't bother me. Standing here talking to you.
I don't mind at all.
It's alright. You can't be here though, you don't live here, you're going to have to go.
Look, listen, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I've had enough of people knocking the door. He doesn't live here, he's not registered as the address here, so why am you here? Harassing me, that's what it is. No, he don't live here. I can show you the tenancy agreement, he don't live here. I've showed the police the tenancy agreement and they're still sending arseholes like that.
Did you just do that then?
I shouldn't have to, I ain't doing it. I've told you he don't live here. You should take my word for it and get off the garden.
Because he's registered at this address.
Well, what you going to do? Because I coming to show you who I am.
I need to make a report to say he doesn't live
Yeah, he don't live here. He don't live here, and I opening the door because the dog will have you. Stand out there all you want. I've already said you don't live here and you're still on the garden. Can you go away?
No. Because the information you give me is not enough at the moment.
What do you mean? It ain't enough.
More information.
I ain't giving you no more information, so you tough shit, are you? I've told you I don't want you standing on my garden, and you're still standing on the garden. I'm sending you, you haven't, not for me. You're harassing me now, I've just told you, yeah, take my word for it. If you don't believe me, that's your problem, basically calling me a liar. I don't know you to call you a liar.
It ain't enough that I'll just take your word for it.
He don't live here, is he registered down as living here?
Yeah.
No, he ain't.
What have I called then?
Fucking bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit the way that you lot work. He's not registered down as living here. He's not on a tenancy agreement, and he had his tag here, that was it. That's probably what you've got. That's not registered. He had a tag here as a favour, and that was it.
Right, so he was amazing.
I've already put the amount of officers on YouTube, and I'm still waiting for the IPCC to get back to me about suing them because they've come here that many times, waking me up in the morning. I can't get to work.
You're completely pissed off by me, blah blah. All I need to do, I need to compile a report to say that person does not live at this address.
He doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not showing you in, and I'm not coming down to the door to you.
Okay, I want to come in. I just need to know who I'm speaking to.
You're talking to someone who owns the house. If you do your research, you know who lives here.
According to my warrant, he lives here.
Well, he doesn't, so you need to do a bit more better research then before you come sticking your nose into people's business. Doesn't live here, and he definitely doesn't live here. And he definitely doesn't live here. That's 3 times. How many times you need to be told?
How long since he was here?
Months, years. Since his tag. Check back on that. That's when he was last here.
Tell me, is it 12 months?
Check his tag, you know, when he was on tag. You should know more than me. No. But clearly not.
No, because they employ a private company to do the tag.
Yeah, and shit, that's why. Load of shit. Need to employ someone who knows what they're doing, who knows where people live instead of coming here harassing me. I've already showed the officers twice he doesn't live here, and I'm still sending people back.
Okay, because obviously we ain't getting the right information, are we?
Well, no, because you're not doing your job right. They've come here, tried to threaten to kick my door down when they're in, and I've already told them my dog will bite them, and they've said we'll come in and put your dog down. How do you think I feel when I get to work and I've got to come back with my door down and my dog gone? I don't like the way that you lot work. You bang out of order, man. I've told you you don't live here, and you're still at my door. Still at my door.
What way have I worked?
You're on my garden. I've asked you to get off. You're trespassing. Whether you got a warrant, you've got a warrant for somebody who's not here, and I've told you he's not here.
And I've asked you for a little bit more information.
And I'm not giving you no more because you ain't got the right to get no more information out to me. So.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here and you can't do nothing. You're standing out there, nothing, wasting your time. and then they'll get the same response, the same response, same response, same response. If they want to keep coming and harassing me, I'm going to do this every time, put on YouTube, how many times I have to go to the doctors prescribed for depression. It's going to be coming out on you lot, because you're making me fucking bad in the head, man, doing this.
I'm just asking you for a bit of information.
Yeah, and I've told you, I've told you, he don't live here, and I know you're looking for. That should be it.
A group of young men filming a video in front of the Belgravia police station immediately attracted the attention of the authorities. The police kept changing the reason for the check, from suspected terrorism, suspicious behavior, to suspected drug use, and even asking about the mental health of the person filming. The person being checked reacted strongly, questioning the authority of the police, denouncing discrimination, and asserting that he was only exercising his legal civil rights. The police were accused of abusing their power, while the group of young men counter-accused the authorities of stalking and harassing. In the end, despite finding no evidence of a crime, the police continued to monitor, leaving viewers wondering, who is really abusing their power, and where is the line between civil rights and public security?
Why would I need to tell you who I am?
Why would you? Because you're filming a police station.
Can you identify yourself, please?
Yes, I'm PC McKinley with the Metropolitan Police. You're outside Belgravia police station.
Can you not surround me, please?
People.
Well, we don't know what you're going to do.
I'm not doing nothing wrong, mate. I'm not doing nothing dodgy.
Well, it looks like you are. We don't find normal people, and no disrespect to you.
I hope you're not discriminating.
How do you mean discriminating?
How are we discriminating?
I don't know, mate. Maybe because of my ethnicity.
I'm myself, so please be careful how you.
And I'm just saying, I hope that this is
racist to me. Are you being racist now?
I'm not saying. I'm saying I hope you're not discriminating.
Yourself, yeah?
What do you say? What do you mean to watch myself? Watch myself what?
Okay.
What? Say that again, sorry?
Okay, you're going to be detained for a search under the Terrorism Act. The reason being is that you're filming a building here, police station.
I'm going to be detained, so you need to identify yourself, explain the grounds for the search.
Like I say, you keep telling me what I need to do, but you're talking at the same time as me, so you're not listening. And if you're not listening, then
right, get this right. Don't mess us up now, yeah? Don't mess us up, mate.
So you're detained
David, get this right.
43 of the Terrorism Act. I'm PC Smythe. 25160 Tango. I'm attached to Belgravia Police Station, which is
Can I keep my phone like this whilst you do?
Of course you can.
I'm not going to do no sudden movements or anything like that.
So you're going to be detained because I believe that you're acting in suspicious behaviour.
What, because I didn't tell you my name?
You're up to. No, I haven't asked you.
You're not going to find my name, by the way.
That's absolutely fine. Well, you're going to be detained for a search.
Yeah. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, because your behaviour is suspicious. You're
Based
also
on what?
acting...
Based on what suspicious? I said I'm filming a non-fiction video.
Can I just explain to you? You're also acting as if someone, I would expect of someone who's under the influence of some sort of drug as well. Just keep your hands out your pocket for us, please.
I'm just getting my vape, that's all.
Okay, well,
I'm acting like I'm under the influence of drugs, am I?
So, yes, you are. You're behaving very oddly. This is not normal behaviour.
You can't be making such accusations like that. It's a holy month, it's Ramadan, I'm fasting, and you're saying that I'm acting as if I'm taking drugs. It's not a very professional...
I don't want to stereotype you, mate. I don't know
I'm just
what religion
saying, mate,
you are, what you're from.
I'm definitely not under the influence.
Have you heard everything that I've said, or do you need me to repeat any of it?
I'd like you to tell me what... I'd like to know the grounds for the search.
You're entitled to a copy of the form. You can get it from midnight tonight, any police station.
All right, David, what are you expecting to find, by the way?
Okay, just step over here for us, please. I don't know, articles relating to terrorist activities, video recordings. Just get your hands out your pocket. If you put your hand in your pocket again, I'm going to put you in handcuffs, okay? Please be reasonable with us.
I'm not deliberately being suspicious.
Okay, take your backpack off for us, please.
Just going to put this on the ground.
No problem. Okay, do you have anything on you that you'd like to tell us about? Drugs, weapons?
I'm not doing nothing funny with it. It's not a weapon. At least you know where my hands are. I definitely don't have anything you should be suspicious of.
Okay,
maybe a vape, but that's it.
A vape is fine, mate. There's no issue with that at all.
I'm just saying,
you haven't got. You do on a regular basis, then, is it?
I don't need to answer that.
Are you one of these wind-up people that hang around police stations deliberately trying to intimidate police?
I may well be.
Yeah, I don't know.
If that's your interpretation of what this is, then it can be that. But I'm certainly not here to wind you up.
Are both these phones yours, are they?
That is my phone. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, are you able to unlock that for us so we can check the IMEI number, make sure it's not lost or stolen?
I'm afraid, no. Why would I consensually unlock my phone?
I'm just asking if you can do.
Unfortunately, I can't, no.
So you won't find any ID. Okay,
I'm not prepared to,
no
unfortunately.
All, mate.
I hope you won't abuse your powers further by doing a seizure of a phone or otherwise
Well, the only reason I do that is if you've recorded something which I consider to be a threat or risque.
Risque. No, most certainly not.
All right, well that's great then, isn't it? So there's no problem at all. Just keep that away from my face if you don't mind.
Yeah, don't worry,
Last
mate.
thing I want you to do is see me clubbing around.
I'm certainly not going to do that. Like you said, you've already worked out partially, you know, what you suspect that this is. And yet you're still detaining me under some terrorist legislation. So do you suspect me of being a terrorist, David?
No, I'm not saying I suspect you of being a terrorist.
No, I'm not saying I suspect you of being a terrorist.
Why have you detained me? Why have you detained me under section 3?
I'm not going to bother speaking to you.
No, it just doesn't really make sense to me, David, mate. It doesn't really make sense to me, mate. No, it doesn't make sense because you've detained me under a terrorist legislation.
Do you have any sort of mental health issues that I need to be aware of?
You might though. Because you seem to like groping members of the public without reasonable grounds. So
I've given you my reasonable
that would suggest to me that you may be the one that's got mental health issues.
If you consider that I've behaved
You're accusing me of taking drugs.
You're
accusing me of taking drugs. You're
detaining me. Look like you're under the influence.
Yeah, and you're reasonably suspecting that I'm a terrorist, apparently, based on the grounds of what? And you have intelligence about these supposed wind-up merchants that film police stations, yet despite that you still chose to detain me under the Terrorist Act. It's not good from you, David, mate. It's not good from you, mate. It's not good with you, mate. I know you feel like you've got impunity and you can do this. Oh, you know you have impunity. Look at the way you're going about this. You're nonchalant about this. You haven't even thought twice about doing this.
Do you know what nonchalance means?
You're very nonchalant about what you're doing.
Okay.
You don't reasonably suspect that I'm a terrorist.
I'm saying you're behaving...
Do you think I'm a terrorist, yes or no? Answer that question. It's not a difficult question to answer.
Quite possibly you're behaving in a very, very odd manner.
Why? Because I won't give you my ID. You won't find my ID.
It's nothing to do with your ID. I've said to you, mate, it's the fact that
So we can talk as adults. There's no need to be...
We can talk as adults.
Do you know what I mean? Doing things based on kind of egotistical reasons or any sort of abuse of power. Do you know what I mean? I understand. Yeah, well, look how many of you, you've come out here like a little goon squad. Like.
Please just keep that out of my face, okay? No, you're welcome to film it. Don't stick it in my face, okay?
Okay, but I'm in public, mate. You're going through my belongings. I think I'm entitled to hold my camera where I please.
You can hold your camera, but just don't put it in my face. I've explained to you.
Well, if we can keep... All right, I'm happy to keep 2 meters distance.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Look at this guy. He's being so passive-aggressive and acting like he's so polite and professional.
Who, me or
you
this
are,
guy?
mate.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about him.
And I believe right now you're profiling me based on my ethnicity. No, under the Equality Act 2010, under the Equality Act 2010, I believe you're breaching that, and I believe you're profiling me based on my ethnicity. I believe this is my opinion. I believe you're profiling me based on my ethnicity.
Opinion. That's wrong, isn't it?
You've accused me of doing drugs.
Here recording people going in and out of a police station.
I've literally been here for 10 minutes. I've answered all your questions. Look at the state of this, then. Yeah. So we've got one van, we've got another van. He's being spoken to as well. Well, mate, you're the one that's detaining me. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is your responsibility.
Would you
let a terrorist just wander around like this?
Would I?
Yeah.
Well, they'd be a suspected one, wouldn't they? I'm not saying if it was a terrorist, you'd be handcuffed.
This legislation, listen, mate. This legislation is not used to detain public photographers. Can we agree on that?
Public photographer. Right. You've not told us anything about you.
I've said that I'm making a non-fiction video. You even have intelligence about one of these wind-up merchants. This is the third time I've said this now. What's your name, mate?
What intelligence do I have?
PC Alex Ginger, says right here.
PC Alex Ginger.
3253210.
He's got a ginger beard as well. Sorry. I'm not going to give my name, unfortunately. I'm not required to give my name under this legislation.
That's correct.
Do you believe I'm behaving antisocially?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
no, you don't.
I do. I think you're behaving very oddly.
I don't believe so.
If
no.
like I say, I can only go by my experience.
Right. Can I get a copy of the search? Are you happy? Are you satisfied with the search?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Can I get a copy of the search slip, please?
Yeah, we'll sort something out for you. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you. So am I no longer detained?
You're finished as far as I'm concerned. Unless there's anything else you want to know from me at all.
I'd just like to know your grounds one more time, if that's okay.
Well, you play your...
No, but you didn't really explain it, David. You didn't really explain it, mate. You're just talking a whole lot of nonsense, mate.
No problem
I think you're behaving like a tyrant, mate. I think you've behaved like a...
No, not at all, mate. I think you're trying to bully people because...
I'm bullying you, am I? Look at the kit that you've got, mate.
Satisfaction from this.
No, I don't get any satisfaction by being groped by middle-aged men.
Really?
With balding hair. No, I don't get any satisfaction
It's
with
not,
like that.
You can't have balding hair. You can be balding. But
All right,
you
well,
can't
which
have
one are you
balding
then,
hair.
mate?
I'm just trying to say your use of language is particularly poor. If you actually
No, I'm not, mate, because I'm
bit
educated.
better,
I've got more education than
I
you,
don't
mate.
think
You're
you
on like
have.
a tenner an hour, mate. What are you talking about?
What do you earn an hour then, sitting
Much
here
more than
recording
you.
people?
I work full time, mate. I'm
Do
legit.
you?
Yeah,
What,
I don't
recording,
harass
doing
members of
this
the public.
full-time?
Yeah, I definitely don't do this full time, mate.
Listen, mate, you're embarrassing yourself here.
I'm
This
embarrassing
recording,
myself.
I'm sure
I'm
you're
embarrassed.
gonna
All right.
put on the on
We'll
YouTube
see.
or
We'll
wherever
see
it
the
goes. It's
We'll see the
embarrassing.
consensus. Who's embarrassing who?
Yeah, fine.
Who's embarrassing himself? We'll
no bother with me.
we'll see. We'll see what the people think. Right. I don't think you've
Has
gone
he
about
had a
this very
chat
well.
with you as well, I take it, is he?
So can I put my hands in my pockets now? Is that
Yeah,
all right?
it's all finished, mate. And you can pick your bag up as well.
Yeah.
If you're ready.
All right.
Thanks
All
very
right.
much.
Good to know that I'm allowed to do things under your discretion. You know, I don't
It's
take
not under
orders
my
from you. Can I have my
discretion,
car
I just
keys
said
back
you're
as well,
allowed
mate? Oh, they're your car keys?
Yeah, unless you want my van, do you? Or for some reason?
No, I wouldn't drive that piece of so-and-so.
All right, okay. Thanks very much, then,
All right,
fellas.
mate.
I
Well done
appreciate
for
that.
losing further faith from the public and the
thanks so
police.
much.
But that's what
Please
you've done
don't
well
leave
today.
your bag
This
here,
is
'cause
your
that
chance.
might
This
be
is your
deemed
chance.
as
Let me
being a
talk. Let me
suspicious,
talk. This is your
package.
chance to restore faith from the public in the police, and you've just done the opposite of that. So well done for you, because you've got an ego. Do your thing. I'm sure you'll do this a long time. Do you know what I mean? How old are you? You're like 50 plus, and you're still a constable. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
poor.
don't want to go up the ranks.
Nah, you don't
I
want to
like
because you
dealing
can't,
with
mate.
people like you
You
too
like dealing
much.
with people like me too
Yeah.
much. All right, mate.
All right,
Anything left
see
to do?
you later then. Yeah,
You feel
appreciate it.
good now? Yeah, you feel happy? Your
yeah,
dick getting hard?
happy-ish, I feel
Your dick getting hard?
satisfied.
Is your dick getting hard?
Listen. Please don't start getting
I'm not
rude.
using
If
foul
I
language. Get your hand off
consider-
me. Get your hand off me.
It's a health and safety risk at the moment. Yeah, so there's officers that are in plain clothes. You can obviously put this up on YouTube. So you're going to be detained. My name's PC Ipsioglu. I'm based at Belgravia Police Station. As I said, you're going to be detained under the Terrorism Act. I've told you why. You're entitled to a copy of the search as well, okay? Because it's done digitally nowadays. You can call up and you can get a copy of the search, alright? So do me a favour, put your hands to the side a second, because I'm going to be searching you, alright?
Right, I'll hold that safely for you. Have you got anything on you you shouldn't have on you, sir? No. Okay. Is there any reason in particular that you're filming a police station?
Yeah, that was about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Well, we know you can talk, so at least we know that there's nothing wrong with you, because I've been trying to ask if you're having a mental health issue or anything like that. Sounds like that's
You're
not
displaying
the case.
very strange behaviour at the moment.
Cut you off.
Okay.
Photo,
It would be useful if you gave me a reason why you're filming a police station. And officers.
Yeah. Do you want me to film you so that we can get you filmed, yeah, for your show?
What are you filming?
So that we get your face, yeah.
Film what's happening over there, police incident.
Well, he's saying that he's filming a police station. So
Oh,
so why are your stories now different? He said that he's filming a police station.
Well, I was filming him.
Do you have this gentleman's name?
We're just.
Do you have anything on you that you wish you didn't have? Anything that I should know about at all?
Oh, I know. I recognise this one.
Yeah. Have you got any idea, Tom?
I don't know. Is that also on recording as well? Sure, you must have something better to do, mate. Is there any purpose? What do you feel you gain from recording? You know, do you want me to come and record you coming into your workplace? Are you not aware of what's been going on in the news? Do you watch the news?
What's happening in the news?
You must be aware of what's happened to one of our colleagues recently.
What's happened to one of your colleagues recently?
You seem like you're quite a smart guy, so well you're aware that one of our colleagues was murdered, yeah? Okay, so kind of don't you think that it doesn't take much to link someone being a bit weird and filming a PTSO leaving a police station, going home, and then they can get Can you not see what are you gaining from this? What are you gaining from this?
Do I need to tell you?
Well, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. You seem like a well-educated individual. I should be able to have a conversation with you. In the beginning, you didn't want to talk to me, and I thought maybe you were having a mental health breakdown.
Am I free to go?
Yeah, you're free to. I'm not detaining you. That's it.
The consensus, who's embarrassing who? Who's embarrassing himself? We'll see. We'll see.
You're the woman.
I don't think you've done about this.
Yeah, he's free to go. He's waiting.
I'll show you any details.
What was that?
Can I just ask if you can get details from the police? No. Okay, no worries. Do you enjoy the rest of the day, sir, okay? You taking drugs?
Huh?
You taking any drugs?
Am I taking drugs?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Are you?
Huh?
Are you taking any drugs today?
No, not today.
Not today?
Not today.
Not today, that's the weekend.
That's it. No, not on the weekend.
Oh, you just said it is?
Not on the
So you
weekend.
take drugs on the weekend, yeah?
Not on the weekend.
You take drugs on the weekend?
Thank you for watching police using vague justifications to stop, question, or detain people without cause is a growing concern. Simply being in public is not a crime, and officers cannot demand compliance without legal justification. Whether it's intimidation tactics, unlawful demands for ID, or escalating situations without cause, standing your ground and recording every interaction is key to holding them accountable. Always ask questions, challenge unlawful orders, and never let your rights be ignored. Subscribe for more UK police accountability videos, real encounters, and important lessons on knowing your rights. Stay informed, stay empowered, and never stop filming.